New Zealand win the World Chess Championship final by 8 wickets. I repeat, New Zealand beat India in the World Test Championship final by 8 wickets. Well, I tell you what, we got there in the end. We thought it was going to be a draw, didn't we? We thought it was going to be a drawn series, a drawn final, and we were going to get joint winners. What kind of rubbish is that, eh? Well, we didn't get that. New Zealand ended up coming out all guns blazing on the final day of this test match. And I tell you what, they put on a phenomenal display and were deserved winners in the end. They can rightly say that they are now the best test nation out there. Whew. Should we get into a bit of the day's play? I think we should. Why not? So India, obviously, as everyone will know, they started off the day's play 2 down and with Pujara and Kohli in. But you know what? Carl Jamieson was, as he has been throughout this whole World Test Championship final, in incredible form. Took 2 quick wickets. Pujara, woo! I mean, let's talk about Kohli first, actually, because that's the best one, isn't it? I'll probably get slated in the comments for this, but Kohli, well, unbelievable delivery. Do I say it's an unbelievable delivery? It's an unbelievable delivery to get out to. That's what I'm going to say, because Virat Kohli chased after a short and wide one, really, and should have just left it on line and length, really. But Jameson was just tucking him in with the in-swingers, and the next thing you know, got it to seam away, and Kohli just pushing at 1 and going for 15. Pujara then also nicked to Ross Taylor, and I tell you what, at that point, you were just thinking, uh-oh, India are in trouble, because they were 72 for 4, but there was some resistance there. But not until Rahane straggled down the leg side from Bolt, classic, you would say unlucky dismissal, but when people get out like that, I just think you're an elite level player. It should not be happening, but it does happen at times, and he looked completely just miffed by the whole thing, and I don't blame him, to be fair. Pant, we're going to go on to that, because there were a couple of instances in this innings by India where they were trying to build a lead. And you just thought, Pant's at the crease with Jadeja, and I just thought, this is crucial. They have to put on a partnership, and a pretty damn big one. It worked for a while. Jadeja was being the more defensive out of the two. Pant, in his usual, just Pant self, really, just charging Carl Jamieson, charging Wagner, trying to play, a scoop for one of the shots, head up in the air, just trying to slog, really, at times. And look, he does play that way, and I think the commentators rightly said, like, at times he will get out stupidly, but it doesn't matter, because it balances it out with the great times, and fine, like, I get that. But the way that he got out, he will be really, really disappointed, because it was a complete slog, and it went sky high, and it was a good catch in the end by Henry Nicholls, a very good catch running backwards, but really, really poor from Rishabh Pant. 41 off 88 for him, and that was after Jadeja got completely tucked up by Neil Wagner. A beautiful setup coming around the wicket, bumping the left-hander, and then just got one to go away from round the wicket to the left-hander and nicking behind to the keeper, which was BJ Watling, playing his last ever test match for the Kiwis. Ashwin and Shami, not really much to talk about there. I mean, they put up a little resistance, Shami just swinging at everything, and then Williamson just moved a fielder to fly slip. Next ball, swung at it again, went straight to the man at fly slip, and Tom Latham took that so comfortably. It was incredible. Ishant Sharma one not out, and then Bumrah just got a beauty from Southie, just shaping away from him, and he was just not good enough not to edge it, basically. Ravi Ashwin as well, just going at trying to go too hard at a delivery from Trent Bolt going across him, and Taylor was safe hands. So they were set a total which you would expect them to get, right, of one. Look, I mean, at this point, right, they needed, I think it was 138. It's just not enough. And they had 53 overs to get at New Zealand, and they just got there. They cantered there. At the start, it looked like, you know what, Latham and Conway, solid openers coming out to bat. They might even win with 10 wickets to go. But Ravi Ashwin, as he has been, has just been phenomenal, really, in this World Test Championship, and I don't think is arguably, to be fair. I think he is the best spinner in the world, trapping both left-handers. A left-hander's nightmare is Ravi Ashwin, to be fair. Trapping first, first of all, he got Tom Latham. It was a crazy shot from Tom Latham trying to charge Ashwin, completely missing it and getting stumped by Rishabh Pant. He was obviously getting tied down at 9 for 41. Frustration got the better of him, and Devon Conway, who's been in phenomenal form, my boy, unfortunately LBW trapped by Ravi Ashwin as well. Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor, I mean, it's just fitting that these two stalwarts of New Zealand cricket managed to get their team home. I mean, incredible. Ross Taylor, what might be his last ever test match. Kane Williamson, and this partnership of Williamson and Taylor has carried New Zealand for a number of years and has been the most important partnership, right, that New Zealand have had, not just in Test cricket, but in ODI cricket, especially, for a very long time. So New Zealand getting over the line finally after making 2 ICC event finals, the 2015 and 2019 World Cups, the big boy finals, right? And here it was a question of would they again be gracious losers, but they weren't. They were mean on the field in the way that they played, but gracious as always in defeat and in winning as well. So really impressive stuff. In terms of the bowling, I mean, I have to be honest with you, defending 138, it's not going to happen. 53 overs, and at one point they were scoring really slowly. Williamson was at the crease, and you're thinking, okay, they might be able to do this, but it just wasn't to be. And unfortunately, there's a drop from Bumrah, and it actually was a Pujara dropping Ross Taylor, and you're just thinking it's just not going their way. About that point, even if he had taken that catch, they still had a lot of batting to come. So New Zealand, deserved winners. They are the champions, as the song goes. And I tell you what, it's going to be fantastic, because I really think, and I said this in the stream that I did, thank you everyone who joined, New Zealand, we talk about the Asian century and how India are going to dominate. This is the Kiwi generation and the Kiwi century. New Zealand have made 2 World Cup finals. They are the best test team in the world. They will go into the World T20s this year and next year as one of the favourites. Not the favourite, potentially one of the favourites. Let's put some respect on this team. New Zealand are incredible. They are in the top 3 of all formats, if not the top 2 in all formats. I tell you what, they are the best cricketing nation out there, in my opinion. Genuinely, I genuinely feel that across all formats. That's just my opinion. But this is just a golden generation for New Zealand, and they're really making it count. They have a population of less than London here in the UK. Can you believe that? Less than a city here in the UK, which is a tiny little country. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. A few million, and it's just unbelievable. It genuinely is unbelievable. The infrastructure in place is clearly incredible, and the way that they just nurture and churn out these players, and have been doing so for the last, we'll say, maybe 8 to 10 years, has been phenomenal. So, look, we've got people like BJ Watling retiring. Blunder will come in. Ross Taylor's retiring. Will Young will probably come in. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. These guys are just ready-made to come in, and they've got more where that came from. So congratulations to New Zealand, to all the Kiwis out there as well. Just incredible performance to blitz a team like India in the way they did in the end, winning by 8 wickets. And to all the India fans, commiserations. But as someone on the stream said, apparently India will make the final of the World Test Championship. They're already nailed on, so don't have to wait too long, just a couple of years. But it'll be interesting to see, obviously, how India go against England in the 5 Test series. Was their preparation not good enough for this? Potentially, with only just an intra-squad game, not playing any tour games, which I think was disappointing and probably wasn't ideal. But in the end, there cannot be any excuses. New Zealand were the better team on the day, and definitely are a better team, I think, in general. as a test nation currently. So fantastic stuff. Guys, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I'll see you on the next video as well. Appreciate all the people subscribing, whether it's for cricket, tennis, or boxing. Please continue to support the channel. It really does help the channel to grow, and we are getting close to the 1K mark that I set out about a couple of weeks ago. So please do share the content and keep supporting. I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I should be covering some more cricket and also tennis and also boxing, so keep an eye out, not just videos like this but live streams as well, as always. So thank you very much, guys, and see you on the next video.